Yo, Tim.
Yo.
What you got today?
SL500, 2007. Customer states won't shift out of park. And it won't without some force. So we're gonna fix that. You were actually there when we went and picked this thing up.
Yeah, we struggled with it for a minute, but then a little bit of convincing some brute mechanical force.
Yeah,
got it to work.
The shift interlock mechanism, whatever you want to call it, on these cars is kind of known for failing because there's a little plastic piece in there that breaks. And then you can't get it out of park. So we were able to get it out of park. If this happens to you, you might have to do this. So here, we'll put it in park right now and kind of just demonstrate what it does or doesn't do. Car runs fine, like nothing wrong with the car. 27,000 miles on a 2007. I don't know the owner, but I'm gonna ask them if they want to sell it. It's a pretty nice car. Maybe we should just give them a really huge quote and be like, I don't know, probably just ditch the car.
Yeah, I think you should just leave it here.
Yeah. So if this happens to you and you can't get it out of park, you don't want to force it. Don't yank on this. You're gonna break something if you do that. Ultimately, we're gonna have to remove this whole shifter assembly from the car, which is gonna require getting underneath and unclipping a couple things and tearing apart the center console. But to just get it so you can drive it and get into the shop, what you might have to do, you might have to try this a couple of times at home, but basically push the shifter over like you're gonna move it into reverse and then smack down on the top. And then you can get it to pop in. And you're just smacking the top of that shifter enough to kind of jar that little broken mechanism loose. And then you can get it into reverse or drive or just neutral if you want to push it around, but that will get it out of park. One thing that I need to mention before you just condemn this shifter assembly is make sure that your brake light switch is working properly. So when you press on the brakes, make sure the taillights come on. You want to make sure that the car knows you're pushing on the brake, because if that circuit is not working and the car doesn't know that you're pushing on the brake pedal, it won't let you shift out of park as well. And you'll go to all the trouble of tearing this apart only to realize that that wasn't the issue. It was just your brake circuit. In this case, we already tested that. We knew that that wasn't the problem.
So one step at a time, make sure your brake and that whole relay system functions. And then if not, you're probably looking at what you're about to dive into right now.
Yeah, tearing apart this beautiful car. So we'll take the center console apart first, and then we're gonna go underneath, unclip a lever, and then we'll be able to get this shifter assembly out, replace that broken plastic piece, and get him back on the road. The fog light.
You sure you want this thing?
Maybe I'm gonna reconsider that offer. Yeah, that's not normal. 7 minutes later.
Think you should buy a faster 4-post lift.
Pedal to the metal, dude. Well, we're gonna need to remove this panel before we can really do anything here, but I just wanted to show you what we have to disconnect underneath here. It's hard to see, but you can see the arm there on the side of the transmission. We need to disconnect the clip on top, and that'll disconnect the shift linkage from the transmission. Then from the top, we can pull that assembly out. It's actually really in good shape. This car's nice. I don't know who owns this, but if you're watching, I'm gonna sell it, you know.
That's what you need, more vehicles.
I need more cars.
Clearly it does burnouts.
Yeah, kind of due for tires.
In my professional opinion, I would recommend some, some rear tires on this. Stop looking at it so closely. You're really gonna buy this thing.
Dude, I don't have a little 2-door car.
You have a little 4-door car?
Yeah, but I need a 2-door car.
Yeah.
And I don't have a 2007. I don't own anything 2007, so it's not redundant if you are buying different years.
Yeah, you're filling in the gaps.
Exactly. Testing my new headlamp here.
That thing is violently bright.
Dual beam situation here. Look at that. Spring-loaded swivels.
What's your plan of attack right here?
Just gonna randomly take shit apart for what I'm working on. We're gonna take some of this shielding down.
See if you can reach the linkage.
To the linkage underneath here. See if we can do it without having to completely remove the exhaust and the entire heat shield.
This entire exhaust system is all one piece with no brakes from
the headers back.
The headers all the way back to the exhaust tip. So if you were to remove that entire thing, you're removing basically everything underneath this car.
All right, look at that. Yeah, so now that we have the cover down, we can see that little clip that we need to undo to get this shift rod off of the linkage. This is one of those goofy little 3-sided clips that's gonna be freaking infuriating to remove from down below, but
no big deal.
We'll get it.
You got it.
We'll get it. Do not try to save this clip. You're gonna get a new one anyways, and there's no way I've found anyways to easily remove this and keep it serviceable. So what we had to do to get this linkage to clear is put the gear selector in drive, so it's all the way back. Then we can get this to slide off the linkage here, like that. Now it's disconnected. Here's that really sweet 3-sided clip. You see this on axle position sensors and stuff like that, but it's a bullshit design. It'll just be a snap ring style clip to put it back in. Now, put the car down, tear the console apart, and get the shifter out.
The fun part.
The fun part. It's like most of my day.
Get to panel popping, pizza boy.
Listen, bruh, working over here. Okay. Dude, you don't have these little micro drivers from Snap-on. Are you even living? So good.
I must be dead. Not living. Can't afford them.
Yeah, I mean, you should get a job, dude. All right, here we go. I'm gonna pop these side panels down, flat out, feet on this side. All right, now.
It's pretty involved, huh?
That's kind of a pain in the ass. It's a Mercedes, what do you expect? T-handle out of my T-handle out of my cart, please.
All car manufacturers should use metric, and it should all be even number hardware. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
I mean, I like the 5. I like the M5. It's a good feel. It's good.
No.
Feels just right. You know what I mean? 6 is a little too big. 4, it's just not enough. Sometimes there's nothing wrong with being right in the middle. Ooh, that one's gonna be real fun. Just a little Scooby-Doo in the way. One last piece. Okay. Time to take this to the bench and tear it apart. Whoa. Easy, buddy.
If only you had power tools.
Yeah. This was a pain in the ass. So, shifter assembly has to come out, take the cover off, take the other cover off, take the security plate off, which requires drilling out a couple of rivets. There's not much left of those. And then we can get inside here and see what is actually broken, which is this little piece right here. This little plastic bit is what breaks, and then you can't get it out of park. So now we need to remove last little clip in here to get that piece out, and then we need to replace it with an aftermarket aluminum piece. It's much stronger, so hopefully this customer, look at that tiny clip, hopefully this customer never has to do this again. Or I should say, hopefully we never have to do this again on this car. There we go. There's the culprit right there. So we go order the right part, put this on hold, and we'll put it back together when we have the part.
It's about a week later now.
Yeah, it's about a week later. Finally got parts. The reassembly is tedious and boring. So long story short, we put all the shit back together in the shifter assembly, and now we're gonna go back in the car with this, connect the linkage, and drive it. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say about that. Here we go.
Grab your fancy tools.
Grab all my fancy shit. Don't drop the screws. Oh yeah. Big dude in a little car.
Still want to buy this thing?
I'm over it, dude. I'm so over it. Y'all can have this shit. No, it's a cool car, but I just want it to leave now. You remember how it goes back together?
Yeah, we'll just play this video in reverse and then voila.
Okay.
Just like that, reverse order.
Just like that. As easy as that.
Fire her up, see if she works. Money, money, money.
Oh, we gotta do this.
Push to start. Back in 07.
It's pretty baller for 07, dude. So, that was fun. Shut up. That was fun. Kind of a pain in the ass, but that's how these old cars are. Any questions? Drop a comment. I don't know. Call us.
If you guys like this vlog style video, watching the boss work on
me
stuff.
talking shit, yeah. Let me know. And regardless, we're gonna do more because I'm gonna be in the shop for a while here this month. We've got a tech out with his wife just had a baby or is having a baby this week. So yeah, I'm gonna be in the shop a lot. So if there's a particular job that we do often that you guys wanna see, let me know and we'll keep it coming. Thanks for watching.
Make it happen.
Yeah.